Stop. Stop. We need to have a talk. Okay? First of all, before you scroll away, take a deep breath with me. Through your nose, hold it for a second, and out through your mouth. Ready? Go. Okay. Let's talk, shall we? Now, let's remember one thing, that the lightness, light, good, God, all those things is always in control. Okay? Nothing happens that isn't under that umbrella. So remember, the light is reality. That is the truth. And everything else is just not the light. Anything that's darkness is the absence of that light. So let's remember that, okay? I'm seeing a lot of comments and a lot of different hubbub and energy and everything of people who say that they trust the light, but yet they're giving in to the fear. And I know that it seems like you're not giving into the fear, but trust me, it's like saying you're on a diet or you're trying to eat better and then you're eating chips and candy all day long. And you're like, yeah, but I haven't had any cake. It's like you can't even entertain it for even a dot of a minute. You cannot give any energy to the fear at all. That's how you hold the light. Holding the light happens internally. It's an internal thing. It's energetic. You actually don't even have to say anything to hold the light. You don't have to do anything to hold the light. You just don't allow yourself to go into the fear. Don't let what your eyes and ears are seeing deceive you, okay? Don't let it happen. We are this right now. The patriarchal energy is burning, falling. It was old. It was meant to happen. It was eventually going to happen anyways. And the feminine energy, which is in both men and women, is rising. Okay? But in order for this to rise, the first part has to fall. And it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to be part of this part of it because it's very messy and your eyes deceive you. But just remember, Wayne Dyer says, and I'm sure somebody else said it, but I heard it from Wayne Dyer, so I'm giving him credit. If you squeeze an orange, only orange juice comes out. The pressure doesn't change what's inside of the orange. I hate to use orange because we like to use the word tangerine, but it doesn't matter how much pressure you're under. If who you really are is what's going to be in there. And so no amount of pressure on the outside should change who you are on the inside. So if you're seeing people change because of this pressure, that means they were never really the thing they claimed to be before the pressure came on. Okay? They were shapeshifters. They were playing all sides. They were whatever. And they might not even be conscious of it. But I'm just letting you know right now, like if you are true to yourself and the pressure comes, nothing's going to change that unless you allow it. If you allow yourself to give into the fear, then it will. You will experience, I don't know what you're going to experience, but it's not going to be pretty. So people have been sending me messages saying, I do trust, but I'm seeing all these things. No, like nothing more. Don't say but. Don't put comments on people's videos that are actually coming up with solutions. If people are commenting, I saw one today, and I love this person, but I'm just saying a video where a person is talking about different dates or different contracts, different things regarding federal election legalities. And it was a very helpful video. A lot of people are becoming very helpful online and everything. And maybe they always have been. Some of them always have been. But then I see people's comments underneath like, well, I sure hope you're right. You know, I get that on my comments too. Like, I sure hope you're right. Stop with that. Stop. If you can't say yes, absolutely, then don't comment at all right now. Okay. And I'm not talking for some absolute agreement. If you don't agree with what someone's saying, then yeah, say, I don't agree with you. But don't say, I hope you're right. That's not good energy to be putting out there. It's not good energy to live with. That the hope I'm right thing. You can't, it's not healthy. It's not good. And it's not truly committing to holding the light. Okay. So let's see. Tweets. This is the other thing. Tweets are not power. Tweets are not power. People that are losing power use everything in their bag to try to scare you. Smoke and mirrors, okay? Smoke and mirrors. Don't trust what you see. Don't trust what you hear. Always consider the source. Think about who is that that's saying that. And just remember, any statements or anything like that, we're not there right now. If we're there, if we're in that situation and that person is in charge of the white kitchen, then we start talking about strategizing other things. But until then, there's other stuff going on. So don't let the little huffs and puffs scare you, okay? Don't let them scare you. It's just revealing how horrid their ideas are. I mean, it's very revealing, isn't it? All the time, this whole time, everybody's been saying the blueberries were over-exaggerating, or we're paranoid. If we just sit back long enough, look what's happening. Everything that we talked about is being revealed. That's true. And not only true, but worse than what we even said. So just know that it's all being laid out there. Like, what do they say? If you give someone enough rope, they'll hang themselves. There you go. That might be happening right now. And also, it's not, I don't believe in my intuition and in all my readings and in all of the people that I trust in their readings, both psychic readings, astrological readings, people who are remote seers, remote viewers. Everyone is saying this is not about the counting of the blueberries and the raspberries. This is bigger. This is dealing with all, Food Network contests all over the world. And something that's going on regarding all the Food Network contests. And wherever there is a special star in the sky that someone has donated to the Food Network contests in the world. Nothing this horrific that goes against the good of people and goes against the goodwill of people will last forever. Always, eventually, good will triumph over darkness. But sometimes you have to stay calm during the darkness, during this part of it. And this isn't even really that dark. Imagine, how people had to, other times in our history, human history, that people have had to be much more strong in the face of much worse thing. We're afraid of what could be, and the could be on top of the could be. They had to be strong in the face of what they were seeing, a real threat. A real threat, like life and death threat to all the blueberry families, to all the raspberry families, to everybody. Violence and threats and things like that. So we're not even remotely close to there. So whatever you have to do to stay grounded, do that. And if you find yourself starting to leave some kind of fear-based comment on a video, stop yourself. Because you're adding to the pot of fear. You're adding to the pot of chaos. You're adding to the pot of uncertainty, and that's what the darkness feeds on. Only put out the light. And if you can't do that, then spend some time with yourself and take care of yourself until you can be good with the light. And if you can't be good with the light and it's a struggle and it's every day you're just trying to get through the day, then okay, then maybe don't post anything online. Just focus on what you need to focus on, because this is a huge revolutionary time. This is a huge revolutionary time. This is a time where an energy is rising and it's very powerful. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. And you know what? Another way that this darkness antagonizes us is by a bunch of people looking at you like, it's not that big of a deal. God, try to get dramatic about it. And we're seeing right now, every day with a new tweet and a new everything else, how serious this is. Some people, we've had multiple lifetimes. We don't need to have the repercussions come to our front door to know what they are. We've had multiple lifetimes where maybe we were in those times that I spoke about, where there was real threat. Or we're just intelligent people that can observe things and think it through and say, wow, this is really bad. So focus on this. Focus on the light. Hold the light. And if you need help, sign up for my journal prompts that are starting on Sunday, December 1st. You don't even have to write. I'm just going to give you ideas that make you picture the life and the visuals that you want. So you're investing in the light and not in the darkness. Invest in the light. Hold the light.